New Masters of the Universe updates from Mattel. We'll go over some things from this past weekend's Hasbro Pulse Con. Plus, we'll look ahead at this coming weekend's New York Comic Con and Walmart Collector Con, including new NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle exclusives. All that and more in today's video. So let's jump right into it. You action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here, and welcome to a Monday edition of TNInews. And we've got a lot to cover today, and let's jump right into it. And let's start off with some news on the Marvel front. So first of all, if you are still needing to get your hands on that Marvel Legends Baron Zemo figure that was formerly a Walgreens exclusive, I think that figure is actually still available on the Walgreens website. But now places like our sponsors Big Bad Toy Store have it up for pre-order as well, so you can purchase the figure there. Again, if you haven't already gotten it from Walgreens or on overseas retailers that had been selling it. So just the latest on the Marvel Legends Haslab campaign. So it is not looking good for the campaign. It continues to seem to be bleeding backers, not actually gaining them. So, last week, you'll recall they offered the alternate human form head, and not the entire early bird figure, but just the head that you can use with the regular Ghost Rider figure. And then this weekend during PulseCon, they pretty much all but told us that the second stretch goal for this campaign was going to be the Goblin Queen. So they teased the Goblin Queen. They gave us new looks at the Mephisto. But even after all of that, the campaign has continued to struggle. We are now less than a month away from the campaign ending. So, I won't say it doesn't have time to rebound, but being that we're not seeing that rebound after, the latest reveals and information, it's hard to see how this is going to actually end up making it. Right now, the campaign has 5,453 backers of the minimum 9,000 backers that would be needed for this to go into production. And that would just be the car and the Ghost Rider figure. And then in order to get the first stretch goal, which is the Mephisto figure, it needs to get up to 12,000. And then while we pretty much know now that the second tier or stretch goal is going to be the Goblin Queen, we don't really know how many backers it would need, but probably, I'm going to say in the neighborhood of 14 to 15,000 backers in order for that to be included. So, as time keeps going on, it's going to seem less and less likely that the campaign's going to get backed at all, let alone get to any of the stretch goals. I think, we're seeing, where the stretch goals are probably more enticing to people than the main campaign itself. And I think we're kind of seeing with that it doesn't really work, at least when you're talking about a $350 item. So, until it ends, I'm not going to sit here and say it's definitely not going to get backed, but I would definitely say it is not looking very good. Now, just this morning, we got a new Wakanda Forever Black Panther movie trailer. And with that, we got our first looks at Ironheart in the movie, that is. We've seen the toys. As well as the new what looks to be the new Black Panther. So the Ironheart figure started to go up officially for pre-order at places like Amazon, and I believe Target had it up this weekend. Just today, places like our sponsors Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth have it up for pre-order. This is the deluxe figure based on, the Ironheart armor as it appears in this movie. We got some glimpses of that in today's trailer. So that figure is, it started leaking out, a week or so ago, but it is now officially out there. Now, there is another Wakanda Forever Deluxe figure in the works. We saw a listing pop up on Amazon using the code name Fort Knox. This is 100% a separate figure from the Ironheart. It is a separate, it is a different figure. I don't know exactly what it is, but I don't think we're going to see it at least go up for pre-order until the very beginning of November. Now, it's possible we could see it earlier. Dan Young from Hasbro has hinted that we might be getting some type of reveal this coming weekend at New York Comic Con. I don't expect Hasbro to have a huge presence at New York Comic Con, but maybe we'll see the official announcement for Ironheart or whatever this the second figure is with the Fort Knox code name. now that we've got the trailer. I won't say that for sure. They've been very glib, but again, I would not expect like major reveals for New York Comic Con from Hasbro on the Marvel Legend front. Now they will probably have a larger presence at the end of the month at the MCM London convention. They have indicated they will be attending that, so I would expect probably more reveals to come from that convention as opposed to New York Comic Con. But we might get something this weekend, and if we do, of course, we'll have that up at Marvelous News as it happens. And one final thing I wanted to share with you on the Marvel front today. So a new Disney Toybox box set has gone up for purchase on the Shop Disney website. These Toybox figures are exclusive to the Disney stores. So this seems to be pretty much all reissues of figures they've done before. Maybe the War Machine. I think they've done War Machine before. I lose track. But if you want all the Avengers together in one set, that is now again available on the Shop Disney website. And then for you Star Wars Toy Box fans, we're seeing something similar, a Star Wars box set. Again, these are all figures that we've seen released before. These are based on the New Hope. Probably the coolest thing about this is the packaging. It's made to look like, the classic Darth Vader action figure collector case from Kenner. So, but I believe it is just cardboard. I don't think that's like an actual plastic carrying case, but, still kind of cool looking. But if you've missed out on these toy box figures and you wanted to add them to your collection, you can now buy them all at once. And again, both the Avengers and the Star Wars one are up on Shop Disney now. Now, sticking with Star Wars, going up for pre-order this weekend after PulseCon. These are available at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. For Vintage Collection, we got a couple of new Andor figures, Andor himself, as well as the character Vel. So those, again, are both for the Vintage Collection and available for pre-order. For Black Series, we are getting, again, more Andor figures. So Andor, again, this is the exact same Andor figure that was released as a Pulse exclusive, which I believe is still available on the Pulse website. Though you don't get the droid, you don't get as many accessories, but the figure itself is the same. And then the other figures they showed off this weekend and now available for pre-order also from the Andor series is Luthen, Mon Mothma, and the character Bix. So all of those again are available for pre-order now. Now there's some other things that went up, including some Return of the Jedi anniversary figures on the retro style cardbacks. These are Black Series figures, reissues with some modifications, or in some of these cases like the Endor Leia and the Endor Han, I believe those are just reissues from the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set from the other year. We've got Lando Calrissian in his Skiff Guard disguise. So, those are available for pre-order now. The Biker Scout and Wicket are also part of that line. And then one other Black Series figure that went up for pre-order this weekend is from the Mandalorian series. Axe Woves is now available for purchase as well, or pre-order, I should say. And I'm not going over everything that was announced or shown off at PulseCon this weekend. I did a live stream on Saturday evening, so we went over a lot of that stuff. And of course, all the information has been out on the websites and everything since this weekend. So I'm just kind of recapping some highlights. For Marvel Legends, those X-Men retro cardback figures that I told you were going to be shown off over the weekend, those are available for pre-order. But again, I'm not going to go over every single thing that was announced or shown this weekend. Now for GIJoe Classified, again up for pre-order now, shown this weekend is the newest wave that includes the Crimson Bat cover girl, which was my favorite reveal of the weekend. Outback, regular Outback, not to be mistaken with the Tiger Force Outback that continues to be delayed by Target, as well as Lieutenant Falcon. So that is the newest wave. That is the wave that is available for pre-order now. Also going up for pre-order this weekend was the Pulse exclusive Serpentor with Air Chariot. And that didn't go exactly smoothly. It was supposed to go up at 5 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday after the GIJoe panel. And it was supposed to be made available to premium members, those who were willing to pay an extra $50. We're supposed to get first crack at it, but apparently if you just went to the main splash page of the Pulse website, anybody was able to add it to their cart and check out with it. I didn't realize that until after the fact. I waited until 6 o'clock when it was available to everybody, because I'm not a Pulse member and I don't plan on becoming one. But I was there at 6 and I was able to grab one myself. but they did quickly sell out, right after 6 p.m. when they became available to everybody. But again, at least some people that were not premium members were able to grab it before 6 o'clock. If you missed out this weekend, I would not go running off to eBay or start paying secondary market prices just yet. If you'll notice on the Pulse website, it doesn't actually list Serpentor as sold out. There is an option where you can be emailed when more become available. And to me, that suggests that this will be made available again. Hasbro's not specifically said that, but the fact that it doesn't just say sold out, it says email me when more become available, again, would suggest that you will get another shot at it. So the figure is right now listed with a December release, so we'll see if they're able to deliver on that. But again, I would not be resorting to secondary market prices at this point. I would wait and see if Hasbro makes it available again. Indiana Jones got its first reveals this weekend, all based on the Raiders of the Lost Ark movie, the first wave that is. Now, only 2 figures from the first wave went up for pre-order, the Indiana Jones figure and then the Major Arnold Tot figure, which I think is one everybody was hoping for, which does have the alternate burnt face head. Those are the only 2 that went up for pre-order for the 6-inch line, which has been dubbed Indiana Jones Adventures, the Adventures series. Now, besides those, they did go and show the other figures in the wave, even though they didn't go up for pre-order for some reason. I don't know why they didn't put the entire wave up for pre-order this weekend. It was kind of weird to me. But the other figures in the wave will be Sala, Belloc, Marion, who will come with the monkey. And then if you get all the figures in the wave, each one will come with a piece so that you can build a 6-inch scale Ark of the Covenant. Okay, now jumping over to Mattel and Masters of the Universe. So this weekend, primarily thanks to GameStop, we got new promo images for a bunch of upcoming figures for both Masterverse and Origins. So these are figures that we had seen on display at San Diego Comic-Con, but now we have some promo images. So the 2 figures we got the most images for were the Revelations Roboto figure, and then also the Manny Faces figure, which I believe is a new Eternia figure. So now GameStop does have these figures listed, but they're not currently available for purchase or pre-order. I don't know exactly when these are going to go up for pre-order. Probably soon, since GameStop is already listing them. But again, I'm not entirely sure. Now, the next wave of Masterverse figures should include that Revelation Roboto figure, as well as the Sorceress Evelyn. Now, with that one, we just got a new packaged image. They didn't have any out-of-package promo images up on the site. We also got a package image for the Princess of Power Frosta figure, which will be part of this wave, and the new Eternia Stratos figure, which will be part of this wave. So, again, the next wave of Masterverse figures is going to have the Stratos, the Frosta, the Roboto, and the Sorceress Evelyn figure. And again, when exactly that will be made available for pre-order, I'm not entirely sure. Now, the Manny Faces, which I've been told is a regular figure, not a deluxe figure. I don't know exactly where that is going to fit into things. I almost would think it would be a deluxe figure, but again, at least back during July, I was actually told this was a regular release figure. See, I know the Too Bad figure that Mattel showed off for one of their Mo Tuesday reveals is a deluxe figure, but again, I was told the Manny Faces would be a regular figure. Now, jumping over to Origins, so we got new cardback images, again, thanks to GameStop. These, again, are listed on the GameStop website, but not available for purchase. This should be the next wave, I believe wave 11. This kicks off their Snake Men theme that we're going to see next year. So, again, we saw these on display at San Diego Comic-Con. This wave includes Snake Armor He-Man, Cobra Khan, not to be mistaken with the Mattel Creations exclusive version, then Rattler and Boltman from the Sunman universe. So I would expect, again, these will probably be going up for pre-order soon, but I don't know exactly when. And then for Deluxe, we've got a Snake Armor Skeletor, which again we saw at San Diego Comic-Con. So again, thanks to GameStop, we've got the promo images for that one. And then for Amazon, thanks to Amazon, we've got promo images for the Masters of the Universe Origins Ground Ripper that will come with Mechanic. So we got a glimpse of this one at San Diego Comic-Con, but now we have the promo images. Amazon had it up on Saturday, and they actually listed with an October 1st release date. I don't know if it was ever available for purchase on Saturday. When I saw it, it was not. So, but I will tell you, this is not an Amazon exclusive. It will be available everywhere. I believe everywhere else will be putting this up on October 12th. And that might be when we see all the other stuff go up for pre-order as well, but I don't know that for sure. But October 12th for the Ground Ripper and Mechanic is, I'm pretty sure, is when you'll see this available everywhere. Now, this past Sunday, October 2nd, Target finished off their Geek-Out event, and unfortunately, it was kind of a dud. Basically, they really didn't put up anything new. They just showed off figures that they had previously already, had on their website. I believe they actually ended up doing that last year as well. They kind of bill it as like the grand finale, and then they don't really show us anything new. So I had talked about, the October 2nd date, so I just wanted to let you know that, really nothing exciting went up yesterday morning. Now, not available for purchase, but did go up on the website, the Target website, were some new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures from Loyal Subjects. This is part of the BST AXN line. So, these figures are about 5 inches or so, have about 25 points of articulation. So they are doing the 4 turtles in their Street Gang gear. So, Playmates did these back in the day, but now you can get BST AXN versions, again, of the 4 turtles. Now, the thing about these is, looks like each turtle is going to have 4 different variants. You can see on the back of the packaging, they show those off a bit. So I don't know how widely available each of the variants will be. One of the variants will be a prototype type figure. So these are being released, at least here in the United States, as Target store exclusives. So I imagine they will carry these in physical stores at some point as well. But again, they do currently have them listed online. When they'll actually be made available for purchase, I cannot say for sure, but probably fairly soon. Okay, and then this weekend, not only will we get New York Comic Con, so we'll have some reveals from some various companies, including NECA and Super7. Well, Super7 will be there. I don't know if they're showing off anything really new, but they will have some exclusives available during the show. But also this weekend is the next Walmart Collector Con event, which kicks off October 6th, which is this Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, I've talked about some of the Hasbro reveals that will be coming for this event, some of the Star Wars stuff. Also, this past weekend during the Marvel Legend panel, they announced a new classic Star-Lord figure, comic book-based Star-Lord, that will be offered during this event. So you can expect that to go up on Friday. There'll be some Transformers, more of those Velocity figures, which I've told you guys about before. And for GIJoe, probably the remaining 2 retro figures, retro cardback figures, will go up for pre-order, I'm guessing, which is going to be that Snake Eyes and Crimson Guard figures. Those are the final 2 figures that they revealed, but have not yet gone up for pre-order on the Walmart website. So I suspect those will go up this coming weekend as well. And then NECA is going to have some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mirage comic repaint figures that they're offering starting on October 6th. So the 3 figures are a black and white version of Shredder, a black and white version of the Foot Soldier, and then a blue variant version of the Rennet figure. So now these are not just being done as normal CollectorCon figures. Walmart and NECA are teaming up for what they're calling this Auto-T thing, which is not super clear to me exactly what it is, other than it looks like it's something tied to like NFTs. So there's going to be a special website that Walmart is launching, autotvault.com. And there's going to be kiosks that they're going to be setting up in select stores starting on October 15th. The website is supposed to go live again this coming Friday during the Walmart Collector Con event. So basically, I'm not sure if you're going to have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get these NECA figures, or if they'll just be made available on the website. I'm hoping they're just available on the website, but I won't swear to it because they're not entirely clear. But again, they're definitely promoting these figures as part of this Auto-T thing, this digital revolution thing that they're teaming up with Walmart with. NECA and Walmart are teaming up with. So basically, I'll tell you that look for these 3 figures this coming Friday if they're ones that you want to add to your collection. I would also suspect when the kiosks start to roll out on October 15th, the figures will probably be made available at that point at physical stores. Though I don't know, they say select stores, so I don't think it's going to be every single Walmart that will have these Auto T kiosks in them. And I have not seen like a list of all the stores that will have these. So, again, if you want to try and pick them up at physical stores, I'd just start checking around the 15th. Now, as I mentioned before, NECA will be at New York Comic Con this weekend. So I would expect some reveals from NECA to come this weekend. I don't know exactly what or how much, but I would expect that. Also, it's October, so NECA has started to do their daily 31 Nights of Fright reveals. They did this last year where every day they show off a new horror type figure or what have you. So we've got a Elvira head knocker, and then yesterday we also got a reveal for a new Phantom of the Opera figure. So just these images, no other real details as far as when they're going to be available for pre-order or anything like that. But look for, basically horror type figure reveals every day this month in October from NECA. And then again, they will be at New York Comic Con this coming weekend, so I would expect some reveals then. And who knows what else NECA might have planned for us this month. Super7 will also be attending New York Comic Con this weekend, so I would possibly expect some reveals there, though I won't say 100%. But they will be offering some exclusives like this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates glow-in-the-dark Muckman and Joey Eyeball. So same figure they already showed us in the line, but this one glows in the dark. They've done a number of these glow-in-the-dark type figures. So again, this one will be available at New York Comic Con this weekend. I would expect it will be sold online probably after the convention as well on the Super7 website, just like they did at San Diego. Their booth number is 1325. So, if there are any new reveals, we'll have that coverage up at TNI. And then also on the Super7 front, going up for pre-order today is a new Ultimate figure. This is another one of their, they like to do figures based on musicians and such. So this is the O.D.B. Ultimates Wave 1 figure, Old Dirty Bastard. So he comes with a number of accessories. Again, this figure is available for pre-order at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. The cost is $55, and the figure will be out sometime in 2023. Super7 also released this teaser image just today of what appears to be another Godzilla item, probably another Ultimates figure, possibly Destroya. So when more details become available on this one, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Okay, so that's it for today. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about down in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. You should also hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. As always, guys, stay safe out there, and until next time, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.